How often have you heard this refrain, the Chinese are coming? If you're in the hotel business and hospitality business as a whole, you've probably heard this refrain time and time again. I certainly know I have. But have the Chinese finally arrived to the Middle East? Hello and welcome. I'm Derek Isaacs and you're watching What's Trending with Hotelier Middle East. So, the Chinese are coming, a well-worn refrain within the hotel sector, but have they arrived? I spoke to a number of hoteliers and tourism bodies while I was at ATM recently, not least the General Manager of Dubai College of Tourism, Isa bin Hada. The college, who had a stand at ATM, announced the launch of a new course aimed at Chinese tourists in Dubai. In an exclusive interview with Hotelier, Isa bin Hada said the Chinese Standards Programme teaches participants to see Dubai from the perspective of a Chinese traveller, learning ways of overcoming the language barrier to help them communicate effectively and make suitable recommendations for customised itineraries. He said to Hotelier, the course will help people be more equipped with dealing with Chinese guests and to learn to know what Chinese guests actually expect. This push to start teaching hospitality students how to effectively deal with inbound Chinese tourists comes on the back of figures released by Dubai Tourism. In 2018 alone, Dubai saw 857,000 Chinese overnight visitors, a 12% increase in year-on-year growth, positioning China then as Dubai's fourth leading source market in 2018. However, more recent figures revealed by Dubai Tourism for January 2019 showed that Dubai recorded a drastic rise in the influx of international tourists. A total of 1.61 million tourists, which is a rise from 1.58 million tourists who visited in January 2018. In that list, India was the top source market with a total of 206,000. Saudi Arabia followed and was second on the overall list and was leading among the GCC countries with a total of 160,000 tourists. China made it to the third slot with a total of 100,000 tourists visiting the city, which is, takes it up a peg from last year. Now, as colleges are getting their students who are enrolled in tourist-facing courses ready to serve Chinese tourists, it seems that hotels are getting busy too. It's no secret that hotels, along with targeting the established source markets of Europe and the US, are now targeting the emerging markets of India, Russia, and of course, China, where the middle class is on the rise. In response to this, hotels across Dubai and the region are scrambling to rise to this growing trend. We reported, for example, that Al Khoury Hotels has begun to tap the emerging Chinese market, as well as the Russian market, and while at ATM, the company launched new websites both in Chinese and in Russian. Another hotel group that we spoke to, and which is also readying for Chinese tourists, is the Wyndham Hotel and Resorts. In an exclusive interview with Hotelier here at the ITP offices, Dimitri Mankis, President and Managing Director, Europe, Middle East and Africa, said that the Chinese consumer is culturally driven, enjoys going to museums, shopping and working in groups. You don't find them on the beach sunbathing like European travellers, he said. He also pointed out how in Europe it is now noticeable how the Chinese market is changing the behaviour of businesses there. Menus are in Mandarin, 2 or 3 people, staff speak Mandarin at hotels or hospitality outlets. It's a trend you cannot ignore, he says. He also said how the hotel group had a group of exchange employees who came from China to the Ramada Plaza here in JBR. We want gradually for the local hotels we work to understand the culture of the Chinese traveller, he said. They are different than European, he says. They have different types of food, and they don't really speak English, and they move in big groups, as I already said. Naeem Madad, the founding CEO of Gates Hospitality here in Dubai, thinks that despite the growing trend of Chinese tourists in the region, hotels are just not ready yet. He says that Dubai was built on expensive principles. It's a luxury city, and luxury is not part of packages, he said. He talks about the Chinese and Indian markets, which he says are on the way. Are we ready for those? We don't have packages for that demographic, he says. We don't have the right room sizes or the right facilities in the hotels for those travellers. He also said that 6% of China's population have a passport. According to him, if we are seeing all these volumes around the globe, not only in Dubai, imagine when that Chinese market grows and develops. We need to be ready for it, he says, including the hotels here in Dubai and across the region. Dimitri Mankis of Wyndham said that his group needs to educate its associates, the public and the market He said this is not happening as much as it should be at the moment, but the Chinese are on the way. We do need to be ready, but we are getting there. So, back to the beginning. The Chinese are coming, but seemingly, according to Dubai tourism figures at least, they are already here in the city. Clearly, this is an ongoing story. Keep tuned in for further developments. For more news about hotel openings and what's in the Middle East pipeline, please check our website, hoteliermiddleeast.com, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Derek Isaacs, and you've been watching What's Trending, Hotelier Middle East.